You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Kompen. And before we kick off today's episode, I just want to let you guys know I was very close to canceling today's episode. I'm honestly not in the best mood right now. You guys will notice I didn't promote the show today. So whatever's about to happen here, whoever shows up or doesn't show up, I hold myself completely responsible for the fact that I didn't really push this show. However, one of the main reasons why I'm here right now, even though I was very tempted to cancel today's show, was because in my newsletter earlier in the week, I noticed that I had been consistently putting the wrong time in on when I would be on the air. So I felt it was responsible for me to actually be on the air today, whether I wanted to be or not. And then I was thinking about how I can make this show easier for myself, and given what I'm going through right now. And I just was not in the right place. And I'm not going to go into it, but basically all the energy that I had to do this show today was just sucked out of me. And I was really upset. And the thing that sucks about it is it has nothing to do with comics. It has to do with things going on in my personal life. But, I love the fact that I get to be a part of this industry and the small capacity that I get to be in it. There's always this part of me that's like, a lot of people often question why I'm here doing these live sales and selling Marvel and DC back issues. And to be honest with you guys, there's only one reason why I'm doing it, and it's because I love it. I care about this industry very much, and I care about everything that is being put out there on a whole, and I want to be a part of this. And if I'm going to show up, I'm going to show up fully. So with that being said, I was not in the best mood, but I had a very great conversation with my sister from another Mrs. Afua Richardson. And she encouraged me to just show up. And so here I am. I have shown up and I've done it. So we didn't promote the show, but I'm here and we're going to do the best we can today. Whether the show tanks or it doesn't, I'm here and I'm fully here with you guys. And I think we're all here for the same reason. We want to escape and jump into this wonderful world of comics here. So let's focus on that today. And as always, if you spend $25 with me, I'm going to spin the wheel for you. And if you spend $50 with me and you're located within the United States, I'm going to hook you up with free shipping on your order. So let's get going here. And I hope everyone's doing well. We got Tori in the house. We got Mr. Philip Ragusa in the house. Thank you very much. Chris Steisel's here. We got a nice full room. All right. First book of the afternoon is Rom, the King Size Annual #1, which is going to go for $5 this afternoon. And we got a cover here by Al Milgram. Direct edition copy. I'm going to say this is a very fine here. It's in really good shape. What is going on, Eddie? And here's the thing. Despite the not great mood that I'm in, despite the fact that I was so close to canceling, I know that there are those of you out there who are going through things that are much tougher than anything I could possibly be going through right now. So if you're here right now, just know how much it means to me that you're here. As much as you guys count on me to be here for you, know that it means a lot for me that you're here for me right now. So thank you, Eddie. It's good to see you, brother. Next up, I got Red Sonja, She-Devil with the Sword, #3. This is a newsstand copy, and it is going to go for $5 as well. And then I got Captain America #290. We got a newsstand copy here, not in the best shape, but it's still Captain America 290. I'm actually looking to get a bunch of these books here. We got John Byrne on this, which is really cool. What's up, Joey? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, man. Sell, sell, sell. Gosh damn it, sell. Sell everything, damn it. And I got to tell you, selling this stuff I think makes me appreciate comics even more when I'm selling my own comics. And you think, why? These guys don't need help. No, Marvel doesn't need me to help them sell Captain America. But I know that. I need Marvel in order to make me feel better about selling my stuff. Kind of, just give me something to do, All right, we got a story here by J.M. DeMatteis. I don't need to break this down for anyone. Ron Friends on breakdowns. Ron Friends is a very talented artist, by the way. He worked on another book that you guys are going to see here. And Steve Lealoha is the artist on this. But you got a cover here by John Byrne, and it even feels like a John Byrne book. And I'm going to make this interesting. How about we knock this Captain America book down in value from 5 to 3? What's up, Don Johnson? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, man. So we're going to go $3 on this Captain America here with the John Byrne cover, issue 290. Avengers number 220. Avengers number 220. We got a newsstand copy. We'll do this at $3. Let's keep it at 3. Don, how the heck are you, man? So good to see you. And then I have Defenders of the Earth, piece of your past right here, number 1. We'll stick with $3 on this too. Matter of fact, let's make this interesting. All the books are on the bottom row here. We're taking from $5 down to 3. These were all the FOMO books that were put up for sale on Tuesday's Experience Show. I'm going to knock the value down from $5 to $3 on this. So it's $3 on every single one of them. And then we got Defenders number 100. I'm so glad you're having a good day. This is $5 down to $3. Your mom has put you in comic book jail because I have over 200 comics right now that are unread. And when I tell her a book is nice and read it, she usually, she Wonder Woman groans at you. That's funny. That's funny. No, dude, Joey, you're good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've had better days. I was like very close to canceling today's show for personal reasons. I'm just had some stuff happen in my life that really kind of got me to the point where I became really unmotivated. And it's just an aspect. Overall, everything in my life is good. Business has been great this year. We're going back to print on 5 issues of Yisun Shin, and I'm actually working on those already. Chuck read the outline for the final issue of Yisun Shin and more or less approved it, so we're ready to move forward with that. Dexter is working on the last 4 pages of the next issue of Yisun Shin, so everything professionally is going very well. But some personal stuff happened yesterday that not a big deal, but still it happened, and it's very draining and dealing with it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I was up really late last night, thinking about this and dealing with it. And then this morning, I decided I went back to bed and slept for a little bit. And then I woke up and I'm like, I didn't even promote the show. I didn't even put my thumbnail up. I didn't show you guys what FOMO books are going to be up there later on. I didn't tell you guys when I was going to be on the air. But if you read my newsletter, then you did get that information, and I felt it was important to be on here anyway. And again, I was talking with Afua, my very good friend, Afua Richardson. For those of you guys who don't know, she's a very talented and very well-known artist. She encouraged me to show up and be here, so I am here without telling me, hey, show up and be here. That was the best part about it. All right, next up I got Watchmen number 4. Now, this is the first printing of Watchmen, 4 of 12. This is the issue where you discover Dr. Manhattan's past. It's a very interesting book here. I had this priced at $10. I'm going to bring it down to just $5. And if anybody wants another issue of Watchmen, I have issue 3, and I'll do it for $5 as well. So you can get 2 for the price of 1, I would say, because honestly, I could list this up on eBay. I could put this up anywhere else. I honestly just want to move it on here. This is where I like to sell books. So we got Watchmen number 4 of 12. This is that issue where, Dr. Manhattan goes to Mars and reflects on his past, and is looking at all the things that happened throughout his life that led him to the point where he is at, and including the accident that turned him into Dr. Manhattan and banging all these women. And he was just like, take it with my blue penis. And there you go. And hey, you want to see a blue wiener? This is the book for you. Check it out, blue wieners. I mean, I guess I have to cover up the wiener, right? Otherwise, YouTube will flag me. But you want to see a wiener? There it is, right underneath my finger. I mean, maybe you guys don't want to see wieners here. I don't know. I personally am not a fan of seeing wieners. I don't know why I even offered it to you guys. Just one of those days. Dude, just having you here, Joey, and just having people in the room, that's really all I can ask for right now. That's it. I have Venom number 200. We have a Gabriel Dell'Otto variant cover here. And this is going to go today for just $3 for Venom number 200. So $3 on this. I have, actually, no, this is Simone Bianchi, not Gabriel Dell'Otto. I have a bunch of Venom 200 variants that I'm doing at $3 a pop. So if anybody is interested, just let me know and I'll show you them. But here's one of them. It's going for $3 right now. Did it really? Were you scared of the blue wiener? And you don't have to run away from a blue wiener. I can't do anything to you. Not unless it holds you down. But I mean, like, it can't hold you down. I think I would be more terrified of blue testicles with really long, bushy blue hairs. We're not talking about comics. We're talking about wieners on a comic book show. I mean, I did start this. This is all my fault. This is it. And John Westhoff loves blue wieners. Yes, John Westhoff, my man. And John Westhoff is a great creator. John, you got anything you want to push right now? Anything you want to promote? Feel free to drop it in the links. He does a great book called Drumsticks of Doom and a bunch of other stuff. He's got his own imprint called Part-Time Comics, and he's awesome. And he's a Chicago guy, too. All right, I have Ultimate Invasion number 2 of 4. So anybody who's reading all the Ultimate stuff right now and wants to understand where the hell we are and what kind of world this is, you have to read Ultimate Invasion. So Ultimate Invasion begins with the maker, who is Ultimate Reed Richards. There are only 2 characters who survived Ultimatum and that whole Ultimate universe, and it was that Reed Richards and Miles Morales. They were the only ones who came out of there. And after Secret Wars, which was the run that kind of amalgamated all the universes and brought Miles Morales and the Maker into the Earth 616 world, the Illuminati arrested the Maker and kept him in this like super prison, which of course he breaks out of, and decides, I'm going to create my own universe now. Screw this shit. I'm getting out of here. And he disappears. But before he does, he actually invites Miles Morales to come with him to create this new universe. And Miles is like, nah, it's all good. So the Maker disappears and he creates this new universe where basically none of the superheroes were allowed to become the heroes that they were destined to become at the times that they were supposed to do it. So everything's out of place. Everything's out of place. That's what Ultimate Invasion is all about. Ultimate Invasion is really the prenup to everything that's going on right now. And if you're going to be reading Ultimate Endgame, which is going to be coming out next year, you really got to read this and understand what's going on, because otherwise I think you're going to be really confused. So Ultimate Invasion number 2 of 4. I'm going to do this today for, I had it priced at $10. If you really want this, throw me an offer and let's make a deal here. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, anytime, man. You want to drop off some books and I'll try and sling them on here. You can even come on and, come on live and, pitch your book, on here. I'm happy to do it. We can figure something out. Message me later. We'll work it out. All right. I got RoboCop number 3 here. This is Frank Miller, RoboCop, and all Frank Miller really did here was the covers for these books. So he did the cover for this, and Stephen Grant did the writing, and they had an Argentinian artist, I think, do the interiors. The interiors are really good. This is a really good RoboCop series, and in here, RoboCop. It's kind of like the story of RoboCop 2. It's pretty much that retold, but it's like, I want to say RoboCop 2.5. It's like, here's draft 2 or an alternate draft of RoboCop 2. It went on for 8 issues. It was published by Avatar Press. It's really cool. Frank did all the covers for it, and they're all fantastic. You know, like, if you like Frank Miller's style of art, which I actually really do, I like Frank's art. I'm weird. I'm weird like that. You know, all the stuff that he's been putting out with Marvel, and people are like, what the hell is this? I'm like, that's Frank Miller. You either get it or you don't. You don't have to love it. It's beautiful because it's Frank. You know, it's kind of like what Jim Lee was talking about a couple weeks back at New York Comic Con when he was, stating where DC stood on the whole thing about AI. I would rather have art like this than AI. You know, because this shows you the imperfections of humanity on the page. And that's what comics are. You know, this is a labor of love. And we didn't get into this because we were hoping to make a quick buck. We got into this because we care about the industry and we want to keep it going. And we also want to make a living being able to work in this business and do stuff. So this is really cool. So we're going to do this RoboCop issue for $3. Not a big ask, $3. It's yours. Yes, thank you. Gosh, Chris Steiskell taking on that role. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, next up I have Daredevil Bullseye, The Target. This is a really cool book. I'm tempted to keep this in my own collection. It's a one-shot story, but it's not a one-shot story. It's like the first part of an ongoing series that Kevin Smith and Glenn Fabry never got around to doing. I think if you're looking for a story where you can say that Bullseye did one of the worst things ever, this is the issue where it happens. And I highly recommend grabbing this. It's going to go for just $3 today. I was doing it at $5. I'll do it for $3 now. So $3. At some point, I'm just going to put this in my collection if it doesn't sell. And then I got Spider-Man Hobgoblin Lives. This is done by Ron Friends. And I think George Perez worked on this too. I think it's a 1 or 2-parter. It's all about the return of Hobgoblin. Roger Stern is the writer. Ron Friends and George Perez, they're the artists on it. So if you want some George Perez Spidey, this is the book to get here. And I'm going to do it for $3 right now. It's $3 for Spider-Man Hobgoblin Lives. A lot of $3 books here, guys. And then I got Star Trek Unlimited #1 from Paramount and Marvel. That's going to go for $3. And I have Predator versus Spider-Man #1. That's going to go for $10 for the A cover. It's in near mint condition. All right, up top, I have a couple runs here. I have X-Men Deadly Genesis #1, #2, #3, #4, #5, and #6. This is written by Ed Brubaker and illustrated by Trevor Hairsine. And if you decide to pick all 6 issues up, I'm going to do it today for just $15 for X-Men Deadly Genesis. And then I got Black Lamb here, which is a 6-issue miniseries from Helix, which is an imprint of DC Comics. This is the character here, Black Lamb. Got some really cool covers here. The Black Lamb. And we got the whole run here. This is a really cool looking character. And then from that same imprint, we have Bloody Mary, which is written by Garth Ennis and illustrated by Carlos Ezquerra. Got #1, #2, #3, and number 4. And I'll do this one for $10. And I'm going to do Black Lamb for $12. So that's $2 a pop on each book. And you get full runs here, so you don't got to be like, hey, where's Black Lamb number 3? I only have 1 and 2, and 4, 5, and 6. You got the full runs there. Usually I reserve these top stacks up here for full runs, so you guys can kind of get a whole bunch of comics in one shot. I want to see something real quick. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, there we go. All right. Before I get into back issues, I'm just going to let you guys know, when I was at Cincinnati Comic Expo last weekend, we were really, really close to selling out of everything. What I was left with was this small stack of books here, which has since gotten just a tiny bit smaller. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of Warline 1 through 3 left. And I normally sell issues 1, 2, and 3 at $30 for this set. Right now, I'm going to do all 3 books for just $20, and I'll sign them for you on the air. If you pick them up now, I will also hook you up with digital copies of the book for free. This is just an incentive here, just to try and move through the books that we didn't sell at the con. So if you want to pick these up, it's $20. I will sign them for you on the air. You can claim this at any point. We'll just keep some Warline books over here. And if you just need 1 single issue of the book, I got you covered too. I will sign your book for you, and I'll hook you up with a digital copy of it. I'd really like to see how much of this we can sell through. But of course, the most tough thing about leaving Cincinnati was knowing that there were people that I could have sold to over there that could have walked off that floor with Warline in their hands. Financially, the show was a success. This was my most successful year at Cincinnati Comic Expo. I mean, to come there with 400 pounds of books and leave with this, I have little to complain about. But the publisher in me, the person who wants to distribute in me, wanted more people to walk off the floor with that book, and we were this close to making it happen. There were a variety of reasons why I didn't. And I've been kind of like looking into that, thinking about, it myself and how I can improve that next year. But anyway, let's get back to what Warline is about and why this book matters to me and why I wanted more people to walk off the floor with it. Why I'm always going to go to conventions and push this book. Warline is about an old vigilante and his daughter, who are on the cover here. And they are going out for they're on a mission for vengeance against the guy who destroyed their lives and now controls their city. And this is the dude who did that. His name is the Overseer. And it is a 3-issue miniseries, and every book is double-sized. Everybody who is here right now probably has Warline in their collection already, but I'm putting this out into the void for anyone who doesn't know what Warline is. And if you decide you want to pick up all 3 books, it's just $20. And this is a series I'm going to be focusing on a lot more once Eastern Shin is done. So the cool thing about these 3 issues is they tell a full story. It ends here. The story that I'm telling here ends in these 3 issues. What will happen in the future remains to be seen. But I am really happy with this, and we've gotten some really stellar reviews on Warline thus far. I mean, of course, you come across people sometimes who are going to be overly critical about it, but generally speaking, the book has been praised quite well, and I'm very happy with how people have been receiving it and everything. It's this has made me very happy working on it, and to have it completed is really a dream come true. So yeah, and we're now using that same artist who worked on Warline to finish up Eastern Shin. So if you're a Eastern Shin fan and you're watching this show, then you can check out Warline, because the same artist did Eastern Shin is now going to be finishing up Warline for us. And Chris Deiskell says Warline's an excellent story. Now, going back to what Mr. Chris Deiskell says, he says, please remember to hit the like button. Actually, one thing that's going to be more important for me than you hitting the like button is you guys going to YouTube for me and subscribing to my channel. So this is my channel here. Simba's Pride. What's up, Brandon? So this is my YouTube channel here. If you guys click on the link and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, that would be great. We're getting closer and closer to hitting 1,000 subscribers, which I'm really not that happy with the amount of subscribers I have on here. But there's like this extra step with YouTube, right? It's like you can't just hit the subscribe button. You have to log in and then subscribe. But if you guys would be willing to do that while we're on the air here, I would really appreciate it. So thank you guys. All right. Now, I'm going to go into back issues, and I'm going to show off everything that I have here. And as soon as I'm done showing off all these books, if nothing sells, because we've been on the air now for almost 30 minutes and not a single claim has been made, I'm going to go through all of this stuff and everything in these two short boxes that I have here. If nothing sells after I'm going through all of this, I'm going to end this broadcast because it's been a tough day. And I don't think I have the energy to sit here and constantly put it out there. I said I was going to be here at the time I'm here, and I'm here to sell comics right now. So if we got some stuff moving, then great. I am going to be rethinking about ways to, reshuffle the time that I have on here. I am actually thinking about taking a step back from doing live sales because sales have just not been the best lately. And that's just me being honest with you guys. Like, you'll still see me at conventions and doing all that. That's really where the business is right now. But live sales have been kind of weak in the sense that if I go out and I spend $150 on comics and at the end of the week I make $150, that's not making a profit for me. So that's just me being real with you guys. And it's a tough time right now for people who are reselling back issues and things like that. And let's be honest, you guys can get this stuff anywhere. It's not like you need to, exclusively come to me. So one of the things I'll be focusing on, regardless of what happens, whether I decide to continue doing live sales or not, is I'm going to be putting content out there, for you guys that's going to keep us engaged with each other, because I do like being here with you guys. But what I don't like is setting up and spending money on comics and then those comics don't sell. That's not a key to success. That's a key to, seeing your business fall apart. And it's not to guilt you guys into saying like, if you don't buy, I'm not going to be here and all this stuff. I'm not holding you guys accountable, but if the model's not working, then we need to make a pivot. And so that's just kind of where we're at right now. So that's letting you guys know honestly where I'm at right now with everything. We've been here for a half hour. I've shown off all new books. No one's picking at them. And that's okay. You guys don't need these books. I'm not holding it against anybody. But, I'm not going to sit here going through this stuff and recycling it. It's just not worth the energy. All right, let's do this. Thank you very much, Brandon. I appreciate you. We'll see what happens. All right, I have Spectacular Spider-Man 157. What's up, Pablo? How you doing? And 177. Pablo, all the files for the variant covers have been sent off to the printer, so hopefully I will have those variant covers within the next week or two. So this is regarding the Warline variants that we had printed up for the Kickstarter campaign. We needed to find a new printer. Finally found a new printer. Files have been sent off on Monday, and we will see when they get back to us. So I have these two issues of Spectacular Spider-Man. Issues 157, where he's fighting Electro. And I really like Sal Buscema's artwork on this. He does such good stuff. And then issue number 177. We're going to do both books today for $4. I have X-Men Special Edition number 1. This is a reprint of Giant Size X-Men number 1, and it's going to go for just $2. $2 on this. I have World's Finest Comics starring Superman and Batman. We got some of these books here written by David Anthony Kraft, who was my co-writer on Yushin Shin. So we have issue 292, 293, 295, 296, 297, 299, 303. Is that a Neil Adams cover? Nope, it's Ed Hannigan and Klaus Janson. Huh, interesting. And 306 and 308. This is a really cool stack of World's Finest. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 issues of World's Finest going for $18. $18 for these World's Finest books. Got the Anthrax Hotline. I have some Iron Man books here. We have issue 204, 206. Which one? Oh, you're talking about Warline. Yeah, Pablo, you're awesome, dude. I love you, man. Pablo actually helped us out with our first Kickstarter campaign for Warline 1 and purchased all the original art that we had up there. And he did the same thing for the Warline 3 campaign. And the artwork is just fantastic. Owning the original artwork. I really appreciate how much he's gone all in on this. So thank you so much, Pablo. You rock. And then I have Iron Man 207. Actually, I have 2 copies of 207. And I have 210. So I have 5 issues here. We got a duplicate of 207. I'm doing all 5 of these at 10. But if you don't want the duplicate, it's 8 for the Iron Mans. I have Moon Knight number 22. Yes, you do. And he does have one page from issue 1 hanging in his office. That's awesome. I appreciate that, Eddie. I have Moon Knight number 22, number 24, number 26, number 27, number 28, number 31, number 32, number 33, number 37, number 41, number 45, and number 51. And I'm going to do all of these right here. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12 issues here going for $24. So $24 on all of these Mark Spector Moon Knight back issues. Some good stuff here. I don't know why everybody's overlooking this. You guys probably all have these books already. I don't know. There's some good stuff here that is totally getting overlooked. Oh, you like Drumsticks of Doom? No, I appreciate that. No, Drumsticks of Doom is a great series. I didn't realize you were responding to that because it doesn't show that on here. So yes, Drumsticks of Doom is fantastic. But I'll take the praise anyway for Warline. You did come in. Or I'll give you praise anyway. The shout out. Avengers Assemble number 1. Gosh, I feel like such a hothead. Is it a hothead? Such a pretentious jerk now. I have Avengers Assemble number 1. This is a Marvel and manga take on Marvel books. This is going to go for $2. I have G.I. Joe number 78 and number 79. That's going to go for $4. I got Web of Spider-Man number 45, number 58, number 72, and number 73. I'm going to do all 4 of these books here for just $8. I appreciate that, Pablo. Thank you, man. I appreciate you saying that. We got all 4 of these Web of Spider-Mans going for just $8. $8. We're doing $2 comics on the board right now. Batman Lost. This is a Dark Knight's tie-in. We got a really cool foil cover here. Do you guys see this? It's got a $10 price tag on it. You can get it right now for just $2. I got Flash number 187. It's a pretty beat up copy of the book, but still reader friendly. It's been loved. And Flash number 278. That's going to go for $4 for this pair of books. $4 on these. Legion of Night by Steve Gerber and Wilch Portacio. This is going to go for $2. I have Uncanny X-Men number 189, number 192, number 203, number 262, number 263, number 264, number 274, and number 275. I'm going to do all of these books here, 2, 4, 6, 8, for $15. I haven't read Legion of Night. I have to check it out. Here. Shadow of the Bat number 4 is going to go for $2. Deceased number 6 of 6 is going to go for $2. Amazing Spider-Man number 6 is going to go for $2. Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu number 30 is going to go for $2. I have Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Cannonball number 149. That's going to go for $2. Doctor Strange number 62 and number 64. That's going to go for $4. Got Captain America number 284. Got Mike Zeck on the cover and interiors. 285. He's fighting the porcupine. Number 335. First new Cap in his very first adventure. That's going to go for $2. And then I got 337 here. We decided to go with all these caps. It's $8 for the caps. So what do you guys think about who should be the next Captain America? There was talks of Glenn Powell, but then now they're talking about having Glenn Powell play Nova. And I think he would make a much better Nova than Captain America. You know, it's like we need new characters. I would cast an unknown to play Captain America. Someone who could really just fit into the role. Ezra Miller is Captain America. Who wants to start a campaign there? You've heard of Danny DeVito as Captain America, but have you heard of Ezra Miller as Captain America? Ezra Miller Cap. You know you want it. Okay, just so you know, we are now 40 minutes into the show. We've had 0 claims, and this is what is left of the first box. After I get through that second box, whether we get 1 claim or many claims, if we get 0 claims, if we're still at 0 claims, I'm ending the show. So just letting you guys know. Nothing personal, just my energy needs to put into other things right now. Arnold is Cable. I love it. Cap Tezra. I love it. We got a new hashtag. I don't know if Arnold could pull off Cable, but I really think it sucks because Josh Brolin did such a great job as Thanos, and he did such a good job as Cable. I think he should be able to play both roles, but you know, it kind of sucks that they got the same actor for everything. Ghostbusters, 88 miles per hour, number 204. It's gonna go for $2. I have a big stack of Daredevils here, some Daredevil back issues, ranging all the way back to 192, 193, 194, 197. What's up, Mr. Nope? 198, number 201, number 204. Zach, we got some flash books up here. Number 205, not that anybody cares. 207, number 225, number 238, number 245, number 246, number 247. I really love the coloring on this cover. The way the alligator and Daredevil are going up against each other. It's a nice contrast. Number 248, number 251, and number 253. He would make an interesting. So Eddie's saying you'd make an interesting Captain America. I'm not gonna deny it. You missed a bunch of stuff. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I got 15 copies, or sorry, is it 15 or 17? There's 2. Remember there was 17 before. I don't know what's going on. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So there's 17 issues of Daredevil here, ranging from 192 all the way up to 253. That's covering a lot of back issues of Daredevil here, some early Daredevil. We got 17 books here that would be $34 if we did all the books at $2 a pop. But if you buy this stack here, I'll do it all for $30. So I'll take $4 off. You get the whole thing at $30. Cool. Sweet. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you helping me out here. And I'm sorry, part of it, a lot of this is my fault. I did not promote today's episode because, as I said, I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff. It's been a day. All right, I got Incredible Hulk 290, number 294, the Christmas Alligator DC cover, Daredevil cover. Is it? I wonder if it is a Christmas themed issue. It's not even a Christmas themed issue, but you know what? It's funny because Dak used to hate Christmas cover or Christmas colors, like the combination of red and green. I actually like the combination of red and green. I'm going to challenge that. I think this is an interesting contrast here, like black and white. You know, it's a good contrast that measures well against each other. Well, we'll agree to disagree with our good friend. I have Hulk number 290, 294, 305, 335, and the number 14 annual. And you have Mike Mignola did some of these, and Bill Sienkiewicz worked on some of these Hulks. So this is pretty cool stuff. And I think Peter David wrote all this stuff. We're going to do all 5 of these at $10. I only think it's going to be weird if they don't cast Ezra Miller to play Captain America. That's when I think it'll be really weird. I think they just need to like mix it up in a way that is just so obnoxious that it's just like a slap in the face. Like you pick the worst actors to play characters that they should not be playing, you know, so that everybody's begging them to be like recast. Like I would put let's see. Who would I get in there? I'm trying to think of the last thing that I watched that. You got to put J.K. Simmons in somewhere. Like for example, J.K. Simmons is Betty Brant instead of J. Jonah Jameson. Like it just wouldn't work. You know, it'd be such a bad idea. I still like the idea of Ezra Miller though as Captain America. I mean, there's nothing more patriotic than doing a bunch of drugs and getting a bunch of people to come to your private farmland. I think that says America to me, especially right now. But yes, that says America to me. That's inspiring right there. I have Superman number 368 going for $2. The Joker number 5. We got I think an art germ cover here, but it's got punchline here. This is going to go for $2. I have Civil War number 4 of 7. And this is a pretty important cover because Thor had died at this point, but they finally brought him back. He died during the Disassembled run. Now he came back. And then I got Joker number 2. Now, this Joker number 2 goes as part of the same series that this number 5 is from. So we'll do it as a set here. You can get the 2 Jokers for $4. And that's James Tynan's Joker run, which was actually really good. Captain America White by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. What a team these two were. This is going to go for $2. They did so much stuff for Marvel. They did Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue, Hulk Gray, and then they did Captain America White. And it was all like thematic stuff, obviously. They did a lot of stuff for DC too. I mean, this is the team that brought you The Long Halloween. What was the one that came after Dark Victory? They just recently finished up the Long Halloween like add-on afterwards, which was really cool. And that this is all really good stuff. So this is gonna go for $2 right now. By the way, has anybody read the Absolute Batman Annual yet? where he fights the white supremacists. I don't know why, but when I see Batman break this guy's arm, it really makes me want to go to Hooters and have some chicken wings. I don't know what it is. It's just like I hear the crack of the bone and I'm like, some juicy white meat. Oh, God. I'm not thinking about it in a racist way. I'm just thinking about juicy white meat. And I'm not even thinking about that guy because I'm not thinking about the wieners. I'm not doing that. No, that's not what's happening here. I'm just saying the way that the bone breaks, I am thinking about chicken wings. Like, who doesn't think about chicken wings when they see an arm break like that? Yeah, I mean, it looks like a chicken wing. Ezra Miller for Captain America. I am not a guy who does a lot of drugs and brings people to my private farmland. Brandon, I appreciate it. I only hope that if you're claiming this, it's because you truly want it. Just so you guys know, there's no vindictiveness of me like closing out the show if we don't sell anything. The only reason why I'm closing out is because I'm really not in the mood and it has nothing to do with you guys at all. It's all just personal stuff. Comics are selling, I'm here. If they're not, I gotta go deal with whatever I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? So I hope no one takes it the wrong way that like, if you want like I'm not trying to be that guy, even though I am kind of that guy right now. What I really want is for someone to be brave enough to buy that Watchmen book for $5. I already got that book. I saw his wiener a bunch of times, Onrie. Shut up. Captain Ezra. Yes, white meat. But I mean, come on, guys, please, someone agree with me here that Absolute Batman panel does not make you want chicken wings. I mean, am I the only one here? If I am, then I need to go to therapy. Not now, not this right. I just need to go to therapy, period. You know what? I have grown to appreciate one-shots quite a bit over the years. But when it comes to one-shots or annuals, I have never particularly been a fan. That Absolute Batman annual, that was the best freaking annual of a book I've ever read in my life. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was phenomenal. Dr. Voodoo, Avenger Supernatural #1, that's going to go for $2. Overall, Absolute Batman is just, DC's knocking it out of the park right now. Totally crushing it. Demon Days, Rising Storm #1 is going to go for $2. I have Immortal Dr. Fate #2 and #3 going for $4. This is by Martin Pasco and Keith Giffen. So we got those at $4. And we got the Peach Momoko Demon Days Rising Storm for those of you guys who are Peach Momoko fans. I don't think I have a lot of Peach Momoko fans on here. I've tried to bring some stuff that she's done on here before. No one's really like jumped on it. Well, I think the idea of an annual is to say like, hey, we made it this far with the series, so we're putting out an annual as like a thank you issue to the fans. That's kind of how I look at it. And it's like you're going to get, it's giving you extra. That's why they're typically bigger. They have alternative teams on it, but I don't always feel like the alternate teams measure up to the main team. What really worked about this Batman annual was you got Daniel Warren Johnson to do it, and he is up on the same level, I think, personally, as a storyteller with Scott Snyder and Nick Dracota. Like, it was really, really good. Maybe I should do an annual. How would you guys like to see like a Warline annual in 2026? That'd be kind of cool, right? Yes, just one book. This is true. Annuals give new artists and writers a shot on being a bigger title. That was a mouthful. You know who would be able to, take that mouthful is Ezra Miller. I don't know if I do a Warline Easton Shin annual crossover because Warline is just too serious of a character for me, and Easton Shin is a historical figure, so I don't know how those two could kind of correlate. Like, I've really focused on keeping my stories separate from each other and not relatable, not directly related to each other, even though they are relatable to each other. They're not directly correlated and relate to each other. But as I mentioned before, I have really, really huge plans for the future of Warline. So even though the story ends with issue 3, there's going to be a lot more coming. And, if you think you know where we're going, I promise you don't. It's going to get a lot more cerebral. And unfortunately, I think that being a comic book creator, particularly as a storyteller, as an artist, art imitates life. And that's where I honestly believe that the best stories come from. This is why I think this is what I attribute all of my success to. Every one of my stories is art imitating life in some form or fashion. With Yusun Shin in particular, like, yes, it was based off of a Korean admiral, but a lot of the things that were put into the book were personal feelings that I was able to convey through these characters because, like Yusun Shin, like, I'm always up against incredible, insurmountable odds when I step on the floor of conventions, and I had no idea what the hell I was doing. No one said, okay, Onrie, this is what you do. You're going to get a table at a convention. You're going to go and stand out in front of your table, and you're going to start selling books. I just naturally started doing these things. I naturally started allowing myself to kind of put myself out there. And at times it didn't work. There were really, really early experiences that I had doing conventions where what I was doing was not working. Like how I was doing it was not working in terms of the overall grand scheme of things. Like there were times when I would have problems with my neighbors because they weren't used to seeing me stand in front of my table. So it took me time to learn how to handle that. And the main thing I've come out of it with after all this time is that if I am doing an Artist Alley table convention and I'm on an inline, then I have to do the show from behind the table. Because if I get out on the front, it's going to throw off the people on the side of me. Not necessarily all the time that's going to happen, but it could happen. It also doesn't give me any kind of tactical advantage. Whereas if I have a corner booth, now I'm at a tactical advantage because I'm not interfering with anybody. Like I have one side where I can stand out in front of my booth. And in fact, I can actually help my neighbors because I can bring them over. But that was also a thing too. In the beginning, I wasn't really helping my neighbors. I wasn't really trying to help other people get the sales. And that's not my responsibility, of course, but it is sort of a responsibility at the same time because more people reading comics is a good thing, So I picked up all these skills as time went on, but like it was very much like Easton Shin. He had no idea what he was doing. He won all these battles, but he didn't know going into these battles that he was going to win them. It was all a crapshoot. And a lot of it was strategizing, even for me, like, making adjustments. Like this banner right here, that was the first banner I ever printed for that book that I was using, ever. When I would go to conventions, that's what I used to use. And when I put it out there, the way I was traveling with it, it got dinged up, it got damaged, all kinds of shit happened. This thing was on the road with me for I want to say like a good 7 or 8 years. Actually, almost 10 years this thing was on the road with me. And then as soon as Fallen Avenger was done, I printed up another one. So now I was carrying around 2 of these things, and they're freaking heavy. They're so heavy. And yeah, I mean, it was just like, trying all these different things and seeing what would work. And now I use fabric banners, but like all of this stuff is adjusting always. And in 2026, I'm going to be making major changes to my booth setup, how I display. In the next 5 years, it's going to be completely different than what I've been doing since the beginning. You're always changing. You're always evolving, So that's just how it goes. Warline versus Blue Wiener versus Red Rooster and Red Rocket. How about Blue Wiener versus Red Rocket? I like that. All right, I got Harley Quinn number 28. That's going to go for $2. There you go. You guys got me on a tangent. Now I have no choice but to be here for the full 2 hours. And then I got X-Men Noir number 1, number 2, and number 4. These are all variant covers. We're just missing issue 3, but I believe that's Cyclops. If I'm not mistaken, that's Rogue on the cover, and then that's obviously Gambit. But these are all the Noir editions of these characters, and this is going to go for just $6. I wonder if Noir issues were colored. And has anybody ever actually read X-Men Noir? Yeah, they're all in color. I mean, it's all, you know, very grim colors, but this is pretty awesome. Starring Uncle Jack. Produced by Uncle Jack. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I like the X-Men Noir. I like the artwork in it. By Dennis Calero. Get all 3 of these issues. They're all variant covers. 1, 2, and 4 for just $6. You're missing 3, and you got a set there. I got Judge Dredd, number 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, and 49 from Quality Comics. And this is going to go for $8. You're essentially getting 6 comics here for $8. Is it Jack Mayoff or is it Jack Imhoff? Jack Imhoff is Captain America. Who's Jack Mayoff? Oh, Jack me off. I mean, don't jack me off, but you know. But Jack May? Are you thinking Jack May? Why am I thinking about chicken wings right now? I'm still thinking about chicken wings. I still want chicken wings right now. I keep thinking about that crack with the Absolute Batman. You just see him like crack open that, chicken wing and like dip it in some blue cheese. Hey, motherfucker, get me some fucking celery, bitch. All right, well, things are about to take a dark turn because I have Marvel Boy, the Uranian, and he's about to urinate on everybody right here, right now. And on issue 2, he channels all of his urine powers into his hand, and he shoots urine force out into the world. Nut salsa and tapioca. Oh, that's great. And then we got number 3. He is out of urine. Thus, he falls to his knees. Hey, buddy, it's time to drink some apple juice. We got Marvel Boy, the Uranian. I made a joke on my show on The Experience that his arch nemesis is the Plutonian. Yeah. The person who wrote that probably would not find any of those comments funny. But we have all 3 issues of the Uranian going for $6. I have Cloak and Dagger number 1, number 2, and number 4. This is a 4-issue series here. I'm going to do all 3 books at $6. And then I have Ultimatum number 5 going for $2. All right. Get these war lines down. It is officially FOMO time. I am here. Let's do the FOMO books.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my God, shut up already.
He really would make a good Captain America. Forget playing the Flash, Ezra. It's time to move forward. You're the next Captain America. What's up, Afua? How you doing? I did it. You got me to come out here, and I'm through the first hour. We got 57 minutes left. Everybody say hi to Afua Richardson, the mighty talented Afua Richardson, who's going to be at North Carolina NC Comic Con next weekend. Afua, you want to let us know what booth you're going to be at? So if anybody's out in the area, they can come and see you and say hi. Let us know. Hey, he would have made a great Human Torch too. You know, I honestly think Ezra Miller could play any character. You just got to give him the right frame of reference. G.I. Joe number 76 is your first FOMO book. It's going to go for $5 today. I have Avengers number 369. We got a foil embossed cover here. That's going to go for $5 as well. Thank you, Foil. Let us know. We all want to come and support you. Tales to Astonish featuring Hulk, Wasp, and Hank Pym. This is a pretty cool acetate cover here. This is going to go for $5. I have Fantastic Four number 292. This is the final issue that John Byrne worked on, and what a way to hook the audience. We got Nick Fury going back in time to kill Hitler. This is going to go for $5. I have Hulk number 425. This is a pretty cool issue. This is where Banner becomes Smart Hulk finally. I think this is where he breaks his skin and becomes Hulk. Yes, he is. He's a total weirdo. And we've been making jokes at his expense, Afua. Just so you know. Okay, no, never mind. This is not where he becomes smart. He's already Smart Hulk here. This is a different issue. But it is a special issue because it's issue 425. Thus, it's a milestone book. So shut up and like it. It's going to go for $5. So Afua will be at A209 in Artist Alley at NC Comic Con next weekend. So if you guys are in the area or planning on coming by, be sure to go by and support her. She's amazing. Afua, what kind of cosplays are you going to be doing over there? Have you thought about that yet? Afua does the most incredible cosplays. She always dresses as Disney princesses and does amazing stuff. She's also working on her create-her-own comic right now that she's been very, very hard at work at for a long time. It's called The Book of Mare, and it is going to be awesome. I promise you guys, when this book drops, you're all going to be like, holy crap, it's amazing. She has been working so hard on it. Absolutely. Well, it's just the truth, Afua. All right, next up, I got Doctor Strange. What is it that disturbs you, Steven? This is going to go for $5. It's like a one-shot graphic novel book, so it's $5 on this. I have Marvel Team Up number 150. This is the last issue where Spidey teams up with the Uncanny X-Men. It's going to go for $5. And then I have Wolverine number 100. We got the anniversary special. It's like a hologram cover. And it looks kind of weird, but you can see Wolverine on the inside. And then you can see his adamantium bones on the inside. It's going to go for $5. All right, so like I said, we're through that first box. Today's been a day. We've sold one book in the last hour. This is all partially my fault because I didn't promote the show, but I'm going to show off the second box here. And once we get through that second box, if nothing sells, I'm going to close out the show, whether we hit 3 o'clock or not. It's just been a day, so here we are. So Afua says she will be Maleficent on Saturday and a ye old kitchen witch on Sunday. Oh, that's awesome. Actually, you did a witch cosplay at Dragon Con, which was really amazing. It did some really awesome cosplays. And guys, I'm telling you, like, I have lots of conversations with Afua, and her cosplays are just out of this world. Just absolutely stunning. And guys, just so you know, I'm showing you this stuff, but this doesn't mean that just because it didn't sell on here, you guys can't claim it. You can always reach out to me after hours and be like, hey, Onrie, can you set this book aside? You'll see all these books again. That's no problem. And again, my reasons for ending the show early, if we get to that point, is more just, kind of the state I'm in right now than anything else. I take no offense to anyone. So many books here. Lots of cool stuff here. And Zach, I don't know if you're still here, but I got some old Flash books. I have issue 187. It's not in the best shape. It's been loved. And then I have issue 278. And they're both going for just $2 a pop. So that's 4 on those. Let me know if you're interested. You're like the only person who's ever bought Flash books from me. No one else wants to buy the Flash. Boo-hoo. Okay. These are the 2. Ugh. Yeah, I got you. Hold on a second. Brandon, I have your info. I3 where you are? Tori, I don't know what you mean with your comment. I'm sorry. All right, let's get on to that second box. Oh, it's 3:09 where you are. Okay, so by 4 o'clock, I guess. That's really cool. I would love to see you do more villain cosplays. You could totally pull it off. Well, you've done Harley Quinn before, right? And isn't Harley Quinn kind of villainish? Villainesque? Villainy-like? All right, this is box 2, final box. I have Ghost Rider and X-Men. Ghost Rider number 26 going for $2. Untold Tales of Spider-Man number 25. We have the Green Goblin returning, the original Green Goblin. Spider-Man Blue book 2 is going to go for $2. Spider-Man Daredevil number 1. This is a Marvel Knights crossover going for $2. I have Mark Spector Moon Knight number 14. 16, 17. That is $3. Ooh, Poison Ivy. Oh, you could totally pull off Poison Ivy. Totally, I could see you doing that. No worries, man. JP Rebirth? What's JP Rebirth? I have All New Exiles number 1. That's going to go for $2. I have Guardians of the Galaxy number 29. That's going to go for $2. Jurassic Park Rebirth. Oh, duh. So obvious. I haven't seen a Jurassic Park movie since Lost World, the second one. I was never a Jurassic Park fan. I really don't care for dinosaurs. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, dinosaurs! I love dinosaurs." I'm not that guy. I'm not your guy. I don't know what it is. I just don't care about dinosaurs. I feel bad. I feel bad about it because, like, I know I'm the guy on the outside looking in. You know, like, I'm not saying like I don't like dinosaurs because, like, you know, I'm a jerk. I'm just don't like dinosaurs. Like, I think they're too big and intimidating. Like, they frighten me, kind of, a lot. I mean, not as much as Ezra Miller freaks me out, but like, I mean, he doesn't really freak me out. He's kind of like just well, he would. If Ezra Miller came at you with a knife, I think you'd be freaked out too. I think I would say it's that same type of fear, kind of. All right, back roll year 1. I have number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is by Scott Beatty, Chuck Dixon, and Marcos Martin. I really, really love Marcos Martin's artwork. He is phenomenal. He's got a very Steve Ditko-like feel to his artwork. Phil, what's up, brother? How you doing, dude? I am going to send you a big box of stuff on my next shipment day, which will be on Tuesday. So I will get you everything. I'll message you, and you'll just remind me of the address you're staying at. And I think you may have already done that anyway. I'll look before. But you got a big box of stuff heading your way, brother. It is good to see you. So you guys want to hear something? My friend just sent me this. My ex once said they could not live without me, and I recently found out that they are still alive. More lies. I love it. My very good friend sent me this to cheer me up. She finds these little things and sends them to me. That's great. Dragon Slayer #2 is going to go for $2. Yes, I did. I got everything from you, Phil. Thank you very much. That was honestly like the one thing that got me out of bed today. So I really appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, man. You're the bomb. I appreciate you, buddy. You've always had my back. I've been in this for a long time, and you've always had my back. By the way, Phil, my friend Afua Richardson is here right now. She's a well-known artist. I'm not sure if you ever met her when you went to Baltimore Comic-Con, but I know you're in town right now. She's going to be at North Carolina Comic-Con next week, NC Comic-Con. So if you're by chance heading in that direction and you want to go say hi to Afua, she's going to be at Artist Alley table A209. Oh, you're on the West Coast now. Where are you on the West Coast? Are you in Arizona? Because I know you were going I know you usually go there. We got Wolverine #15. That's going to go for $2. Yeah, I met Phil a number of years ago at Baltimore Comic-Con. Really, really awesome dude. He now lives in Germany, but he comes back every year, and he's the man. I got X-Men and the Micronauts #3. This is going to go for $2. Oh, you're in Cali right now. Nice. I've never actually been to Oceanside. Can you see the ocean over there? I would be really disappointed if it was called Oceanside and like it's ironic because like you're on the inland, you're like, 3 or 4 hours away from any body of water. It's like we thought that this would be a good idea because technically this is the ocean side of the land, but we're in the drier area. That's good, man. I'm glad you're having a good time. You deserve it, dude. All right, I got Batman Who Laughs #7. This is going to go for $2. It is a 7-issue miniseries, and this is the final issue. And it kind of explores the origin story of the Batman Who Laughs and how he actually became who he is, or actually how he affected Batman. But it was written by Scott Snyder and illustrated by Jock, and Jock is awesome. He was actually recently recruited by DC Studios to create designs for all their characters and stuff. He's a really, really awesome artist. And he did that one Joker cover for Detective Comics 181 or 881. Sorry, it's 881, where you see the Joker, his entire face made out of bats. Like that was all Jock. Jock is awesome. I have the X-Men Annual #12. It's part of the Evolutionary War, which involves the High Evolutionary, a character that I think is vastly underrated and was perfectly executed in that Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And then I have the #8 Annual. That's cool. $4. What is up, Todd Black? How you doing, dude? How's your Kickstarter going, dude? Has it picked up at all? Todd was made an appearance on Tuesday on my Experience show. He's got a Kickstarter going right now for his book, Tokyo Blade Detectives, which is his love letter to manga and anime and all that stuff. So it's a, really cool, it's Tokyo Blade Detectives. Like, how does that not make you want to pick it up? It sounds so much fun. And I backed previous campaigns, and I'm really looking forward to this one because there's a really cool layout in this book. And Todd sent me the colored edition to it, and it looks great. And the coolest thing about it is not only is he making manga style comics, but he's doing them in color, which I think is really fantastic because most manga is in black and white. So I think that's really cool that he's doing that. And Todd, feel free to drop the link to your campaign. I know it's ending tomorrow. His campaign's ending on Halloween. So if you guys show him some love, that'd be great. Sensational Hulk, She-Hulk. Sorry, Sensational She-Hulk. Forgot the she in front of the Hulk. This is by John Byrne. We got issue 3 and issue 5. That's going to go for $4. And I think he really got a kick out of working on this because he was able to really break the fourth wall, which was actually something he ends up doing in his Fantastic Four run as well. But like here, he really does it with the character. And I think that's probably something that's helping me understand him a little bit more now. Because when I initially read that book, I was like, I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense. Now I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Spider-Man 2099. I have issue 8. Number 19. I don't get this. Why would Spider-Man 2099 need rollerblades? I guess you have to find out by reading the book, right? Number 21 and number 44. If you get all of them, it is $8. It's from the first ongoing series of Spider-Man 2099. I have Uncanny X-Men, number 187, number 188, and number 195. That's going to go for $6. Oh, that's great, Eddie. Oh, that's awesome. Everybody read that and laugh. That is phenomenal. That is the comment of the day. That is fantastic. Can I tell you guys one of my resolutions for 2026? So in 2024 and 2025, I did run into Todd McFarlane at conventions. But regrettably, the one thing I did not get to do was show Todd my illustrations of Spawn. And you guys have seen my Spawn thing. You know, I'll show it to you guys again. We'll just play the Spawn Booten theme, wherever it is. Where's the Booten theme? I know I had the Booten theme somewhere. Where is it? Well, whatever. I'll just show you this one. I mean, you guys have seen my terrible art for Spawn. Well, I'll just show you Booten.
That was my boy. He took it from me. I got it fair and square. He can suck my balls. Take that, you beat Jordan.
All right, so that was from something earlier, but you guys saw my art there, and that's the important thing. I really want to show Todd my art. I look, I know it's a lot to be able to show Todd my artwork. Not a lot of people would be kind of embarrassed to do it, but me, I'm not embarrassed. I'm all right showing him my art because you know what I did that no one else has ever done? I made use of Spawn's boot. I actually gave him something to do with it, and he booted Philly's Karen, and she deserved it. And everybody that he has booted, everybody who has touched the tip of Spawn's boot has deserved it. I don't think anybody on this show would ever disagree with that. So he has always booted the right people. All right, I got Hunt for Wolverine number 1. That's going to go for $2. And not only do I want to show him the artwork, I really want to film his initial reaction to seeing the artwork. That would be amazing. Is if I just had that perfect opportunity for someone to just come by and show him the artwork and look at him like really seriously. Like, all right, Todd, I'm really shy. I've been really working hard on this. Like, I've been an artist my whole life, drawing figures and everything. Like, I've worked in comics for 16 years professionally. Like, I take this very seriously. I eat, sleep, and drink comics. Like, I love this stuff. This is my life. And then, just he'll be like, all right. Yeah, cool. Show me the artwork. And then I show it to him. And I just see the level of pause and shock as he doesn't know what to say. And if he laughs, then I got the right reaction. But if he's like appalled, that'll be even better. Like, I think you need to keep working on your figures. Or if he takes me literally, that would be even better. All right, I got Avengers number 48. This is a 100-page monster. This is going to go for $2. I got Spider-Man number 45. This is going to go for $2. This is part of Pursuit. This is actually a really intense run. So what ends up happening, I don't know if you guys remember this, but at one point they brought back Peter Parker's parents. And of course, it wasn't Peter Parker's parents. They were special androids that were designed by Spider-Man's villains. Harry Osborn, who was the previous Green Goblin, he died at that point. And what's his face? The Chameleon. So in this run here, he chases down the Chameleon and literally, like, scares him half to death. It's a pretty intense arc. And Phil, if you're watching the show right now, I showed off a bunch of new stuff earlier. You're welcome to check out what we got here just by scrolling back to the beginning of the episode. If there's anything you want to add, feel free to do so. I recommend that for everybody who has seen today's show. Okay, so we got one more stack here, which I'm going to say is about half of a short box. We're going to go through this, and then wherever we're at the end of the show is where we're at. So this is it, guys. I have the Batman Annual 15. That's going to go for $2. I got Dak Fenders, number 53, Defenders by Dak, going for $2. I have Marvel Knights Spider-Man Daredevil, number 3 of 4, and number 4 of 4. It's going to go for $4. Dark Reign New Nation, number 1. That's a one-shot. I have Amazing Spider-Man Dark Reign The List. This is a one-shot going for $2. I got Captain America and Citizen V. This is the 1998 annual going for $2. Spectacular Spider-Man 231, $2 on this. Kazar number 20, $2 on this. Avengers number 150, 177, and 287 are going to go for $6. Shang-Chi Master Kung Fu 53 is $2. I have Vampirella, Dead Flowers, number 4. That's going to go for $2. Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton, number 1 is $2. Thundercats, number 3 is $2. I got Iron Man, number 217. That's going to go for $2. Uncanny X-Men 248 is $2. Detective Comics, number 595. That's going to go for $2. Crypto goes to Doug Messer. That's awesome. Mike Norton wrote that. And Mike's a really great guy. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do so. I really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1K there. Obnoxio the Clown, number 1 is going to go for $2. Oh, it's Chill Phil. Okay, cool. Sorry. I don't know why. I knew I saw that before. All right. Thanks for letting me know, Phil. Phil sent me something really awesome the other day on Facebook. I'm going to share it with you guys right now because why not? We got this boot here. This is from the guy from The Simpsons who was going to boot Bart on the Australian episode. Here he is. I love that so much. I laughed so hard when I saw that. I want someone to do a Spawn, like cosplay like that. That would be awesome. If it's a booty you want, it's a booty you'll get. All right. I got X-Men. This is a one-shot parody issue, and it's pronounced Zemen, one syllable. And we got Black Jean here. And her initials BJ on her chest. Come on, guys. This is going to go for $2. Spawn the Undead #1 is $2. Spawn is not as big of a seller as, what's it called? Is Flash. Fantastic Four 245. This is an issue of John Byrne's Fantastic Four going for $2. Obnoxio the Clown #1 is going to go for $2 versus the X-Men. Avengers Ultron Unleashed, $2 on this. I have Marvel Team Up 110. That's going to go for $2. Captain America #9 and #12. This is from J. Michael Straczynski's run. That's going to go for $4. I have DC versus Vampires #7 of 12. That's going to go for $2. Black Panther #3 and #8 and #9. That's going to go for $6. I have Batman Last Night Standing #1. That's going to go for $2. I have Marvel Secret Wars Battle World #2. That's going to go for $2. I got Harley Quinn #63, 64, 66, and 68. That's going to go for $8. All these for $8. Mighty Avengers #13. We got Daywalker versus Deathwalkers. That's going to go for $2. Batman, Catwoman, Gotham War, Scorched Earth. That's going to go for $2. I have Spitfire #6 and #12. That's going to go for $4. Codename Spitfire. I have Ultimate Black Panther #2. Got 2 copies of 2. And 1 copy of issue 3. If you want them both, it is $4. If you want the duplicate included, it's $6. That's some good stuff right there, guys. Doom Patrol #41, 46, and 47 is going to go for $6. I have Batman #115, 117, 118, 124, 143, 144, 145, #150, and #151. I will do all these. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. All 9 at $18. I have Scorched #7 and #28. That's going to go for $4. Red Sonja, the Superpowers, #3 is going to go for $2. Captain America #696, 697, 698, 699, and 703. We're going to do all 5 of these at $10. What's the furthest place from here? #7 is $2. Star Brand #5 and #11. We'll do both of these at $4. Action Comics 1044. We got a variant cover here by Ian Churchill going for $2. Walking Dead 167 is $2. Ultraman Classics. We got Battle the Ultra Brothers. That's going to go for $2. Ronin Island #4. That's going to go for $2. War Machine 2.0 #1 and #2. It's going to go for $4. Challengers of the Unknown and Golden Age Fury, Secret Origins #12 is $2. And the last book I have here is the Batman Annual number 15 going for $2. All right, so here's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to give you guys one more crack at the bottom row of books. I'm going to showcase our FOMO books again, and then I'm closing out the show for the afternoon. Whether we get to 3 o'clock or not, I don't know, but it doesn't. We've had only 2 claims in the last hour and a half, and yeah, I don't have the I don't have the capacity to keep going here. So we made it through most of the show, and I think that's good. So we'll go through this real quick. And again, if you guys are buying, I'll keep selling. If we're not buying, then that's it. My time's up. Okay. All right, I'm going to show our FOMO books again. I have Tales to Astonish featuring Hulk, Wasp, and Hank Pym. That's going to go for $5. What's up, D. Hausner? How you doing, dude? I haven't seen you in a minute. Did you get your Warline book, by the way? The one that you waited months for? I had to wait until I got the books and I got Frank to sign them. G.I. Joe number 76, $5. Avengers 369 is $5. Marvel Team Up 150 is $5. Doctor Strange, what is that disturbs you, Steven? That's going to go for $5. Incredible Hulk 425, $5. Wolverine number 100. That's great. Thank you. And Fantastic Four 292. John Byrne's last issue of Fantastic Four going for $5. So all 8 of our FOMO books are here. We have sold only 2 single issue books this entire show that we have been here. So I'm going to showcase the stuff that I had on the bottom row one more time, and then I'm going to close out the show. Whether we hit 3 o'clock or not, we'll see. All right, so first off, I have X-Men Deadly Genesis, the entire run here by Ed Brubaker and Trevor Hairsine. We got number 1, number 2. No, Jay, no Hellballsers. Number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. And I'm going to do this entire set here at 15. I got you on the Hulk and FF. Thank you very much, D. Always great to see you on here, buddy. We are turning the tides now. I know I had a Hitler cover and Lorena's not here. Well, I'm sure she had somewhere important to be today, but she's so supportive of me that, I don't know, but we all have lives, right? We got things going on, so hopefully she's all right. But I got to tell you guys, Lorena has been carrying these shows for so long that I don't even know. I almost feel embarrassed saying it, but that wonderful person has literally carried me through the year in live sales. And what I do here is so different than what I do out there. And like I told you guys, I love doing this. There's nothing I enjoy more than going into a comic book shop and being given a budget of $100 or more to be able to buy new stuff for you guys. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on right now, but no one is picking up all the new stuff I got. So I now need to think about what I'm going to be doing forward. I'm glad that we got D in here and stuff like that, but there's a lot of other challenges that I'm facing on the live sales front. However, I have noticed that you guys are hanging out here to chat, and I enjoy chatting with you guys. I can go off on tangents and we can talk and stuff like that. So I'm just going to let you guys know right now, no matter where I decide to pivot, whether I continue doing this or not, I will still be online. I will still be a presence. I'm still working in comics full time. I'm just trying to think, is this the future? Is this what I'm going to continue doing? And I do love doing it. I enjoy doing this so much. I love going and buying new comics. But again, like I said at the beginning of the show, this week I spent $160 on comics and I haven't even cracked $100 yet. So that's a loss now. And this isn't the first week that this has been going on. This is no one's fault. So I'm not blaming anyone. This is just where we're at. This is just reality. And as a business owner, I have to weigh these things. I have to be real, because if I'm not, then I can't have a business and I can't be working in comics, right? And fortunately, very fortunately, the things that I do want to focus on, which are conventions, that is where the money is going. So the kind of content that I want to be putting out there may be more focused on what I'm doing at conventions. I'm still trying to kind of figure it out right now. But, again, this is kind of very telling. And, unless there were, I would say even a year ago, if we were rewinded, if I went and spent $160 on comics, I knew that I could, double or triple what I invested into it, right? And there's the thing about living your dream and doing what you love, but if what you're doing is not bringing you enough money to pay your bills at the end of the month, it's no longer a dream, it's a nightmare, and it needs to be brought out to the back of the barn and shot in the head. It's a little grim, but it's how it is. That's the reality of it. X-Men. Awesome. We got the X-Men run for D. Yeah, that's that whole run. That's pretty badass. Thank you, D. All right, now let's go over the bottom row stuff, which I'm doing for heavily marked down prices. All the FOMO books that I had last week were $5. I've now brought them down to $3. So we have Rom, the King Size Annual #1, $5 down to $3. Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword #3 is $5 down to $3. No, not just Lorena. Phil, you've also been very helpful. I really appreciate you. Lots of you guys are here helping me out. What I mean to say is she's one of the people who has carried me. So I'm sorry. That was wrong of me to say. Lots of you guys are carrying me. And honestly, all you guys are carrying me in terms of just being here and being a +1. So I guess what I meant to say, because we were talking specifically about Lorena, is that she has been carrying a lot of these shows, not all of them, but a lot of them. So, and Phil, you have too. So I appreciate you being here. I'm not trying to single anyone out here. I'm sorry. I'm just also not in the best mood today. As I mentioned earlier, I've got some personal things I'm dealing with. So you're not getting the best version of Onrie right now. I'm here. That's all I can say. All right, $3. We got you on Rom. I know you're a big Rom fan. D. So since you're a big Rom fan, I also have Rom #50. If you want to add that, I can do it for $3 as well. Let me know. Captain America 290. We'll do this at $3. Avengers 220. That's going to go for $3. Defenders of the Earth. That is $3. Defenders 100 is going to go for $3. All right, we're going to take it. Sweet. And D, how are you doing, man? You're working on your comic and everything? Everything going well? Watchmen #4 of 12. That's going to go for $5. Venom #200. We have the Simone Bianchi cover. That's going to go for $3. Ultimate Invasion #2 of 4. That's going to go for $5. I had it at 10. Frank Miller RoboCop #3. That's going to go for $3. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Like I mentioned earlier in the episode, I was really close to canceling today's episode. If it wasn't for Afuo, who was on here earlier, I probably would have canceled today's episode. I'm just was not in the mood to do this today. I didn't even promote the show. A lot of that's on me. None of what I'm upset about has anything to do with any of this. It's just personal stuff going on in my life. I've reached my limit with a number of things. So this is where I am today. And I'd rather be honest with you guys and be like, why was Onrie being such a wiener today? Why was Onrie being such a blue wiener today? I'm just upset that they haven't cast Ezra Miller to play Captain America yet. Oh, that's awesome. D, where did you get your books printed up? Was it done domestically, or did you do an offset print out of the country? Got Daredevil Bullseye, the Target #1. That's going to go for $3. Spider-Man Hobgoblin Lives #1. That's going to go for $3 by Ron Frenz and George Perez. Star Trek Unlimited #1. We'll do this at $3. And then I have Predator versus Spider-Man #1, cover A, going for $10. And that is the rest of those books. I have the Black Lamb #1. number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. I'm going to do this for $12. And then I have Bloody Mary by Garth Ennis and Carlos Esquerra, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. We'll do all 4 of these at $8. D, I've actually started working with an offset printer in South Korea. If you want to reach out to me after hours, I can put you in touch with them. They're going to be reprinting a bunch of Yisun Shin books for me. They also did my Warlion 3 books, just the 8 covers for me. So let me know if you're interested. I can put you in touch with them. He's really good. We have some things to work out, but he has been very good with communication, and yeah. I didn't think it was ever going to happen, Phil. I finally grew a hair on top of my head. I've had it everywhere else on my body, but you hit puberty when you get hair on your head. Finally, it happened. Today, some would say, is my bar mitzvah. Only took 43 years. Some say it happens when it's 13. I was 30 years late. What can you do? Yes, I did. So as Jay, my awesome producer on The Experience, is reminding me or asking, we still have Warline 1, 2, and 3 available right now for the special con price. If you want to get all A covers for just $20 right now as opposed to $30, it's buy 2, get 1 free. I'll sign them for you right here, right now, and I'll hook you up with digital copies on the house. There's some days where you're also not at your best. Like, I really like to look at sales as kind of like an art, and because it really is an art, particularly when you're selling your own creator-owned stuff, it is very much an art. And it's not the same thing as selling this, selling back issues. This is a very different type of art. You're doing things very differently. You're trying to get people excited for stuff that may be more well known, but they may still not be sure that they want it. So you got to find reasons why they do. You tell them about who worked on the books, and you tell them what you think of them after you've read them, those kinds of things. So like, this is an example, right? All right, I'm going to show you guys right now. This is some of the art. All right. You guys ready? See this book right here? I haven't read it before, but it sucks. You're an idiot if you buy this book, you moron. This is so dumb. Like, look at all the art in here. It's just like blah, 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 blah. Look at this. It's like crap. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Like, what is that anyway? Like, why? Why would they do that? Like, stupid, idiot, moron. That's the art of the sale. This is how you sell comics on Whatnot. When you're on my channel, you got to say nice things about the book. Like, oh, it's really nice that an idiot worked on this book. Like, seriously, what the heck is wrong with this? Like, who draws that? What is this orange stuff anyway? Like, why? Why would you put that in there? Favorite reviews are when you know the person didn't read the book. Oh, the art of the deal, the art of the sale. But you actually do have quite a few big names working on this. You got Dan Slott and Adam Kubert. Adam Kubert is awesome. So anytime you see Adam Kubert on the Spider-Man book, that should just tell you to buy it. Dan Slott, he's an incredible writer. He wrote the script for the Spider-Man PS4 game. And I think Dean White is the colorist on it, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a Dark Reign tie-in. And Dark Reign was an era where the villains replaced the heroes. So they became the heroes. And then there was Sixus, which came a little bit later, but that's when the heroes became villains. This is where the villains took on the alter egos of the heroes. So Norman Osborn became the Iron Patriot. Scorpion, who was Venom at the time, became Spider-Man. And they were the Dark Avengers. and they started putting a hit out for all the superheroes. So that's what this ties into. And it's going to go for $2 for the list. Number 8, Kill Spider-Man. They've been trying to kill Spider-Man for like a long time. They have not been very successful with it. Killing Spider-Man is not, they have not been lucky with that at all. Okay, so I have shown everybody everything that I have to sell today. It is now 2:48, and I got to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know if I have it in me to go the extra 12 minutes selling comics. Like I said, it's been a day. So we've gotten to the end of our show here. D, let's see. You have definitely earned a spin, so I'm going to give D a spin. I have showed every comic that I have to show for today. You guys can always reach out later on and let me know if there's something you want to add. Again, I'm sorry I was not in the best place today. I wanted to be here for you guys with all the energy that I possibly can be, but I want to tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you guys showed up anyway. Even though this wasn't the biggest show, I appreciate the fact that you guys were here anyway. I'm always going to be here for you guys no matter what. You guys matter to me so much, and everything that I do in this business is always with you guys in mind. So let's see. Let's do the spin for Mr. D
It's
here.
time to spin the wheel of skateball.
All right, D, this is for you, buddy. I'm spinning for you. And thank you for being here for me. I'm here for you guys too. All right, let's see. What did you get? You got a free DC book. We're going to hook you up with the Batman number 15 annual. I really appreciate you coming in here and shopping with me this afternoon. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is about all I got in me today. Again, I have Warlion 1 through 3 available for anyone who wants the A covers for just $20. You can reach out to me at any point, and I will see you guys later. I'll be back next week, I suppose. So I will let you guys know. I'll send out my newsletter. I will be more prompt about promoting my appearances online. I will be better on another day. I will see you guys later. Take care. Have a great one.